And it kind of, that all bleeds into the three wishes. I think this is really cool how you've built this. Can you give our listeners a little bit of information on the three wishes that you have set up and how you actually formulated this system?
Okay, Three Wishes, actually, the name came about, it was a somebody that I rode with in high school had a horse named Three Wishes, and he died unexpectedly of colic, which I always really liked the name, so I used that name for my business. Later on, I started to see that these three things, backing the horse up, relinquishing their hindquarters, and moving their shoulders, bled into everything that the horse was going to need to know for riding. And I just did a demonstration last weekend for Bluebonnet Equine Humane Society, where I showed how those three things are basically the only things that my horse knows, and besides somebody that shows, any regular person that rides would say, oh my gosh, that horse is impeccable. And I don't have to pull on my horse's mouth. I don't have to get him, I try to teach people to get out of their horse's mouth as soon as possible. Well, when I've used these three things, it's very easy to do because there's other cues to get your horse to turn or to yield, rather than yanking on their mouth all the time.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought.
No problem. It's a lot to take in. You were talking about the three wishes, and here on your website, number one is build a positive relationship with your horse. Number two is learn to listen to and understand your horse. And number three is have the skills necessary to fully enjoy your horse. And I think that people complicate horsemanship so much, and it's so simple, really. If you have those three foundational skills, you can go anywhere and do anything with your horse. I know a lot of newbies to horsemanship really just have a strong desire. They feel that innate need to connect with their horse, but they have issues learning how to communicate well with their horse. And I know, like, for people like you and I who've been around horses our whole life, that's simplistic. We can look at a horse and we can know immediately whether that horse is upset or whether it's anxious or whether it's scared. But a lot of people aren't as blessed to be able to have had such a relationship with horses. So for somebody who's new and just starting out with the natural horsemanship and building this positive relationship with their horse,